Hi, and thank you for allowing us to send you this video. Well, my name is Alex, and I'm going to be showing you a few tips on how, by improving your website, you can get more exposure, outrank your competition, and of course, get more clients. First things first, I have your website below here, and one of the first things I have to point out is this that says not secure. It's a simple fix. Whoever is managing your domain, you just need to install a security certificate, and this will be taken care of. And it can be a little bit annoying because if people are browsing to your website, you can scare them away. Moving on, the other very important suggestion is to add more relevant content. And by content, it's not just images and icons, is more about the words that you have all over here. It has to be relevant, it has to be original, and it has to include the keywords that you want to be found for. For example, plumber, Queens, New York, things like that. Or depending on the areas that you want to cover, same thing. It has to be something relevant. So yeah, you gotta make sure this is relevant and is original, because if you copy and paste, Google will notice, and you're not going to be ranking at all. The other thing that caught my attention is that your email address here doesn't have. It's not an email address; it's just a domain with a .com next to it. But same thing. You might want to change this into a real email address if that makes sense. Finally, on this. Now that we're here on the website, if you have images, make sure they're yours. If they're not yours, make sure that they don't have any copyright. And when you are adding images to your website, they have to be optimized, not just on the quality, but on the back end. For example, the name of this picture. If you want to be taking full advantage of this whole website thing, the image, the way that you upload it, it has to have a name that is relevant to your business or the service that you provide. And this is not optimized, because if I go click here, the name of your image is Untitled 1, and that's not relevant to what you guys do, what you guys offer. So make sure that whenever you're uploading something, it has to be relevant, it has to have the proper information, and you will definitely see the difference in the results on the long end. Let's take a look and see the back end of your website, and it's just telling me that you're being found for only 10 keywords, and you have around 51 backlinks. Now, what are backlinks? Backlinks are other sites that are mentioned on your website, and this will give you power so it can be found on Google. And you'll see that reflecting here. Your domain rating will start increasing. And think about this as a popularity contest. The more people that talk about you, your business, in a positive way, the more relevant you're going to become, the more relevant you're going to stay, and you're going to be found on Google on the top result of the searches. So it's not about how many backlinks you have, it's about the quality, because not all links are created equal. So you can have hundreds and thousands of links, but if they're not relevant, if they're not powerful enough, and most important, if they're not targeting the keywords that you want to be found for, all of this can be done for nothing. Moving on, let's take a look and see the keywords that you are being found for really quick. And of course, this is something that is being picked from your website. So if Google doesn't see the relevance, the information that you are providing, especially when it comes to the content, because this is where you're getting from, you're not going to be found for any specific keywords. But one of the ones that caught my attention was this one, plumber, Queens, NY. And you can see there's 200 searches a month for that specific keyword, and you're roughly on the 6th page, so you're not getting any benefits out of it. And we can see that because if we go to Google and we type plumber Queens, New York, the first part you're going to see is this is sponsored by Google. You pay to be there. Then we got the traditional Google ads. This is something that you pay as well every time somebody clicks on it. Then we have the map section, And regardless of your location, you can cover different areas. You can cover, I don't know, the whole county, the whole city, townships. It's really your target on what areas you want to cover. So if you have a profile and it's not optimized, you're not going to be found in these top 3. And this comes along hand in hand with organic results. That means that if you're not here, you probably are not going to be here either. So moving on, we have of course, what I was telling you, the organic results. Number 1, we got Yelp, which is a big directory. Another one, there's another directory over here. Then you got the Best Business Bureau. It's another directory, but it's really good if you would have, if you would be registered in this specific website, which is free. They just analyze your business and do a little bit of research on about your business. And if you get to have an account with them, it's very, very good for getting more exposure. Then we have another over here. There's another directory, but then these guys over here are ranking. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th position. And they seem to be a big company because they have a dedicated page just for New York here, for Queens, for plumbers. So let's see what are these guys doing so they can be here in this first page of Google. Now, by the way, 67% of the people that do a Google search, they only go for the top 3 here and the top 3 over here. That means that most of the people, these people, they don't even go all the way down to the end of the page, not even to the 2nd or 3rd. So the benefits of being in here, I want to show you in a few seconds, are very, very, very wide. It's very, very, very good for a business to be on the first page of a Google result. So let's take a look here, and you can see they have a dedicated page for Queens, especially, and they have colas, they have this schedule online, and you can see that they have a lot of things going on here. A little bit of content right here, and it seems that they're doing just enough so they can be found on that 5th position. And I'll show you right here. They're being found. This specific page is being found for 63 keywords, and they have over 6,000 backlinks going to the whole website, right? So you can see the domain rate is really high. That means that they have been putting a lot of work into the website, into the marketing side, and that's why they're very, very relevant when it comes to Google reputation. Let's take a look and see the keywords that they're being found for. And for example, plumber, Queens, New York, same thing, 200 searches a month. And because they're ranking around this position, this is not updated, but you can see that they lost 5 positions. They used to be close to the top 3, but out of these 200, they're getting 8 visits straight to their website, to this page. So that's something that you want to take in consideration, because if you want to target different keywords based on the volume, it depends. Every keyword is different. They can have more volume, they can have less volume. You can actually start targeting for you to get more people into your website and trying to make those conversions into possible clients. So very, very important to understand this thing. If you're going to be targeting specific keywords, make sure that you got relevant content, and if you're working or you're paying for backlinks, they have to be good quality. Otherwise, this number is not going to go up and you're not going to be found at all. So to wrap things up really quick, if you improve your content, you're going to see the difference. You're going to see better results. And if that goes along with backlinks in a solid marketing campaign, you can definitely start ranking for that first page of Google and start competing with these guys over here. Once again, my name is Alex. If you have any questions, please let us know. If you think we can work together, same thing, let us know. We can talk about your options that you have here and do more in-depth research on what would be the benefits of specific keywords that you might be interested in targeting. That being said, feel free to reach out anytime, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you.